What's up, and welcome to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. I'm your host, Kat Kozad, manifestation expert, money mindset and fulfillment coach, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur. Come sit with me while I spill the real tea on what it's like to practice using intentional manifestation, demystify all of the woo-woo and confusing bullshit that comes along with creating the life of your dreams, and give you a realistic view of what it's like to be on a personal, spiritual, and professional growth journey. The goal of this podcast is to support and guide you towards manifesting all of your dreams, shed light on the things that people are too scared to talk about, and encourage you to become the person who gets to have it all, be it all, and do it all. I am so happy you are here. Let's fucking do this thing. What's up, loves? Welcome back to another episode of the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. Today's episode is going to be short and sweet, but it is super fucking necessary because this is one of the things that I see in a lot of the women that I get to connect with around asking for signs of guidance from the universe and like our connection to the universe as a whole. So, as you see from the title of this podcast episode, stop asking the universe for signs of guidance and learn to trust your damn self. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about. And with that, I want to say there is a time and place for signs from the universe, but there's also a time that they become unhelpful and almost toxic. So what I mean by this is that with building your relationship with the universe, this is when I see receiving signs of guidance to be something that is super supportive and something that is beneficial to you. It's like when you're building that relationship with the universe, when you're wanting to communicate with the universe, when you're wanting to have fun and it's light and it's lifted and it's exciting. So like example of this is as I was putting together my vision for the year of what I'm wanting to manifest and really like setting intentions and goals that scare the shit out of me, but I'm so excited about at the exact same time, I asked the universe to send me a bluebird. If that was a fun, aligned, exciting path for me to walk down. With that, I was going to walk down this path either way. Doesn't really matter if I received my signs straight away or like I wasn't going to wait on anything in order to start taking action towards all of those things. I just wanted some sort of like sign of confirmation and like excitement and reaffirming the fact that this is the path that I want to and can create for myself. And I didn't receive the sign for I think like a month and a half into the year. But it didn't mean anything to me because I have so much faith and trust in myself and the fact that best case scenario is the inevitable for my life, and that's what I'm going to create for myself every single day, regardless if I am receiving the signs that I am asking for or not. And then on the day before my birthday, I was going out to buy a cute new outfit, and as I was walking into Aritzia at the time, and Aritzia is a store for anybody who doesn't know, as I was walking into Aritzia, their presentation or like window pieces, whatever you want to call it, I don't even know what you call it right now, but like their window decor, I need to let this go. But their window had bluebirds in it, and it just was like such a fun, exciting moment where I had my vision confirmed by the bluebird, and then after that I saw bluebirds fucking everywhere. Same with like when I first started my intentional manifestation journey, first started connecting to my spirituality, connecting to the universe, I would ask for signs of guidance, just walking around being like, universe, if you hear me right now, send me a black cat. or send me this quote, send me this song. And in those moments, the sign would come through, and it would just be such confirmation for the fact that like the universe is there, it's listening, it's guiding me, it's supporting me, it's loving me. And it's very much so like the energy behind asking for that sign of guidance is to already expand on the truth that I have inside of myself. Whereas what I mean and what I want to talk about in this podcast episode is the fact that there are times when you're asking for signs of guidance that is actually not helpful. And it's actually can be toxic because you're putting all of your willingness, your faith, your trust into the universe and none of it into yourself. And literally saying to yourself, like, I can't believe that I'm going to have this thing that I'm manifesting, or live the life that I want to live, or have the business that I want to have, or be with the person that I want to be with, or whatever it is, unless I receive this sign of guidance from the universe. Or on the flip side of that, if like you are wanting to do those things and you're ready to take action on them, but then you say to the universe, like, I have to receive a sign of guidance before I take action on this thing, then that's holding you back from actually manifesting the thing that you want because you're waiting for validation. You're waiting for this sign to show up and validate you in whatever it is that you're manifesting for yourself, or whatever it is that you're asking for a sign of guidance on, instead of just trusting yourself and trusting that you know what is best for your life, and that ultimately, no matter what path you walk down, no matter what comes up for you, you are able to handle it and you are able to make the choices that are going to support you or bring you down a different path that is going to be more supportive to you than the one that you're on right here, right now, in this moment. And ultimately, people, what I've recognized is like people wait on these signs to be able to do the things that they want to do and to do the things that they know are true for them. And ultimately, when you are constantly asking for universal signs of guidance before you can feel good about something or before you can do something, whatever it may be, just like I've been saying, that means that you do not trust yourself. And when it comes to the manifestation process and easily, effortlessly, naturally attracting the things that you desire into your life, you are the center point of your manifestations. So what I mean by that is like you are the most important part of the manifestation process. It's not the signs that you're receiving from the universe. It's not the job. It's not the money. It's not the relationship. It's not the external thing from you. It's you. And when you are waiting for validation to confirm that you can trust yourself, then that is taking away the power that you already have here inside of yourself that maybe you feel disconnected from right now, but you're able to strengthen and build. And when I talk about this, ultimately the reason I bring all of this up is to encourage you to build that trust with yourself. And this has been a huge part of my journey, is building trust with myself. I felt as though for years and years of my life, like I didn't trust myself. I couldn't trust myself. I had had too many experiences where I had fucked up or ended up in a really shitty situation, or like things just felt really hard and that I wasn't the right person to make the calls on how to move through it. And being able to build this strength and trust inside of myself has allowed me to completely shift the way that I manifest things into my life, as well as just like feel so fucking secure on a daily basis in myself, in the decisions that I make, in how my life is unfolding, in literally everything. It has completely alleviated the anxiety and pain that I used to feel, because so much of my anxiety in the past was based in the fact that like I didn't trust myself to get through certain circumstances. I didn't trust that I wasn't going to freak out or flail or abandon ship or any of the things. It was like I truly used to experience so much anxiety because I didn't trust myself. And by really building this trust, strengthening that muscle of trust inside of myself, it's allowed me to, like I've been saying, naturally manifest so much more into my life, because my vibration and my like sense of being is in an elevated place where it just naturally happens. So start small with yourself. When you are in the position that you're wanting to start to build this strength inside of yourself, build this trust inside of yourself, don't feel as though you have to like create some sort of mission impossible that you have to work yourself through. It's like, start small with it, any part of the healing journey. And what I mean by that is like, it could be something as simple as going to the grocery store for you and your partner and not asking your partner what they want to eat for dinner, and just trusting that whatever you choose is going to be good. Or going on a day where you don't have any plans and you're wandering around somewhere and just listening and following your intuition on what you want to do, what you want to see, what coffee shop you want to go into, where you want to eat for lunch, all of those different things, because it allows you to ask yourself the question of like, what do I want and what do I want to do? And follow your own inner guidance system that is always providing the answers for you, as opposed to feeling as though you have to look outside of yourself and get validation from something else. And while you're doing whatever it is that you choose to do to build this trust inside of yourself, as you're taking the action, as let's use the grocery store example, is like you are going to the grocery store, you typically always ask your partner like, what should I buy? Or calling them and confirming that what you bought is okay. Stop yourself in those moments and recognize that that is the programming, that is the inner dialogue that is going on, and that in that moment you have the power to create a new script by taking that action of you choosing to trust yourself and backing it with an affirmation, backing it with the belief. And so what I always teach the women that I work with, and what I did when I first was on this journey of learning to trust in myself, is as I was taking those actions, I would say to myself, I trust myself and I trust the universe. Because when we take an action of whatever it is that we are working towards getting really good at, and like it becoming something that's natural in our lives, and we back it with the affirmation of what that means to us, then that gives evidence to the subconscious mind of what that affirmation, what that belief actually looks like and what it means, so that it can create new neural pathways inside of the subconscious mind, which then makes it natural for you to then act within that behavior and naturally think in the way of, okay, yes, I can trust myself. I have evidence for this. I've done it in the past. But in order for us to get to that place, we have to take the action and really be intentional with the story that we are telling ourselves while we're doing it. And this goes literally for all things. When you are saying affirmations to yourself over and over and over again. A good example of this is like saying to yourself over and over and over again, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant. But then you, every single time you go to spend money, are in so much anxiety, so much scarcity. You want to buy yourself something, but then you don't. You put things back at the grocery store, whatever the scenario may be. You saying to yourself over and over again, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, doesn't fucking mean anything if you are not backing it with the action of what that affirmation and what that belief means to you. Because otherwise, your brain then creates an association with the things that aren't supporting you. And when you say, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, it's actually just reinforcing those behaviors that aren't serving you. So super important for you rewiring the structure of your subconscious mind and building up this strength, this trust, this confidence, this worthiness inside of yourself wherever you're at on your healing journey is not only saying the affirmation to yourself, but also backing it with an action that is in integrity with what you are saying to yourself. So being very, very conscious and aware of what is the story that you're telling yourself and what are the actions that you're embodying is going to be huge for you to then shift into the behaviors, the thoughts, the emotions, the whatnot that are going to support you. And like another powerful example of this with building this trust with yourself is like if you are working on trusting yourself and like you're setting little things for yourself to do and then you aren't following through on them, that sends a signal to your subconscious mind that like you don't actually follow through with your word. So like example of this is you say that you're going to wake up and go to the gym, and every single morning you hit snooze, you hit snooze, you hit snooze, you hit snooze until the point that you can't hit snooze anymore, and then you don't have time to go to the gym and you're rushing to get ready and like do your day. That is creating disconnects between what you're trying to make true for yourself and what the subconscious mind is receiving from you. So that creates distrust inside of yourself because you're not following through on your word. So use that as an example of how you can start to shift the behaviors that you are embodying right now and the belief that is associated to it, because with that is going to, like I've been saying, impact the structure of your subconscious mind. And as we all know, the subconscious mind is responsible for your belief systems, and we attract and manifest into our lives what we believe with absolute certainty. So taking this time to do these little bits of inner work that are so freaking important to the big picture is going to take bit by bit, piece by piece, all of those things and bring them together to create this massive shift in your energy and your vibration so that you can then naturally start to attract and manifest more of the things that you want into your life, as opposed to just allowing these things to kind of be on autopilot and not even really recognize that like you're telling yourself one story, but your actions are embodying something else. Or vice versa, your actions are embodying something and you're telling yourself a completely different story about it, because those things then just naturally manifest in the background of your life and create more of the shit that you don't want, as opposed to getting super intentional and deliberate with what you're calling into your reality. And in my opinion, building your relationship with yourself is the greatest manifestation tool, greatest manifestation method, because like I've said, you are the center point of your manifestations. And therefore, when you focus on your relationship with yourself, the external things in your life will naturally elevate. As you build that love with yourself, that trust with yourself, faith in yourself, confidence inside of yourself, all of those different things are going to completely shift your vibration into a place that is so much more supportive to you creating the life of your dreams than just like not really focusing on yourself and always depending on external validation to kind of confirm whether you can have what you want or not. Because fuck that. We're here to be the powerful creators of our lives, not the passive creators of our lives. And to bring it full circle, that's why you should learn to trust your damn self instead of constantly depend on signs of guidance from the universe and feel as though you can't do what you want or have what you want until you receive your signs. that is a bunch of bullshit. And the sooner that you can get on board with really just trusting yourself, more signs will just naturally show up in your life as well. Like, I receive signs of guidance all the fucking time, and majority of the time, I'm not asking for them. It's just a matter of me choosing my path and the universe either confirming what I'm already doing or sending me in a different direction that is so much more aligned and powerful than anything than I could have created otherwise. So yeah, that is the power in asking for signs of guidance, but also where it can become super toxic. So check in with yourself, see where you're at right now, and also know that if you are wanting manifestation to feel natural and feel effortless and really build this sense of strength and trust and confidence inside of yourself and just naturally magnetize what you want because of that, the Abundant AF Babe Academy would be the perfect fit for you. And for anybody who's listening who's unaware, the Abundant AF Babe Academy is my signature online manifestation program where I teach you how to remove all of these different mental, emotional, and energetic blockages that are creating this less than ideal life, and allows you to heal from those different things and shift your vibration into the place where you are manifesting that life of your dreams and a fuck ton of money to support it. So if you're interested in the Abundant AF Babe Academy, check out the links below in the show notes. There's going to be a link to apply to the Academy. Hop on a call with me if you are interested in learning more about it. I would love to chat with you and see if it's a perfect fit for you. So that is what I have for you inside of this podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sending you all of my love. I'll chat with you on the next one. Oh my gosh, thank you for listening to today's episode. I'm so grateful to have these no bullshit talks with you. If you enjoyed today's episode or the podcast as a whole, please spread the love by leaving me a review on iTunes or sharing the podcast with others. This is how I will be able to spread more of these good vibes and be able to make more of an impact on the lives of others. And if you're not already part of all of the goodness and communities that I have to offer, check out the show notes. I have links to the different ways that I can support you on your manifestation journey and help you live a life full of more money, fulfillment, and freedom. But that is all for now. So big love and hugs, and I will chat with you soon, babe.